Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, cats, chickens, dogs, snakes, and frogs. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap Knowledge. My name is DJ George Chuck, and I am very, very happy to be here. Definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share this live with someone. We'll be talking the Olympics. We'll be talking election. So much more. We got our friend CJ Lawrence, CEO of Black No Chaser, on with us tonight. A lot of politics happening, a lot of Olympic wins happening. So we'll get into all of that, maybe a little bit more. It's Nightcap Knowledge. Leave it to CJ to have his phone ringing on the intro of Nightcap Knowledge. That's right. We're going to do it a little different. Thank y'all for tuning in to Nightcap Knowledge. This episode of Nightcap Knowledge is brought to you by Affirmations of a Candid, Caring, Crass, Crotchety Caricature by Seora Casper. If you're looking for a great gift for a woman in your life, this activity book and journal is perfect for them. Affirmations provides a supportive space for self-love and growth. You can visit affirmationsforme.com to learn more about the book and join their exclusive online community. This episode is also brought to you by yourebs.biz. That is your EBS agent. For just $25 a month, you get coverage for 3 workstations. And you can add an additional PC for $7 per PC. No setup fee. Visit yourebs.biz to get started today with extraordinary business solutions. Got a great show. Hot Topics with CJ. He's in the building. It's Nightcap Knowledge, number 199. Hey, what's up, my brother?
What's goody, Q Dog? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. We're gonna go big screen tonight, man. You know, got
Okay.
good cameras, got good lighting. I see you over there with the funny
Yeah, man.
fancy lights in the background. You know,
Yeah, man. Hey,
yeah.
look, like, we in Baton Rouge, man. It's a little bit the Wi-Fi work a little better down here, man.
the the B aura in the building.
Yeah, man. You can see the graphics and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, man. Look, let's take a moment to because Twitter doesn't let us go live anymore on Twitter. And let's
Right.
take a moment to do some shares, and we'll do some check-ins. I'll give a what's the groove. I'm gonna dim my lights in the background. Let me see if I can make that happen. Yeah, there we go. It's
Yes,
a little bit.
sir.
It's a
Yeah.
little bit better. Yeah, the remote action.
Shoot.
So look, y'all down there visiting old sis.
Yeah, man. I'm down here kicking. I'm down here hanging out with sis, man, for a little
Okay,
second. Shoot, we can share it on. Hey, y'all share this on on Facebook, on YouTube, whatever I'll let you on, man.
there you
Shoot,
go. There you go. I'm gonna grab my phone. I'm gonna do a couple shares.
I'm finna,
Um,
I'm
so
finna share
you've
it
been
right now.
watching the Olympics?
Yes, sir. I've been
Okay,
watching.
okay.
I've been. I try to watch it faithfully, but some days I miss because of the kind of odd timing on some of the events and stuff.
Of
But
course, of
I've
course.
been
It
tapped
is
in though.
definitely a situation to try to catch some of the stuff that's popping in and very interesting. I'm gonna tell you what I've seen
Hmm.
as I'm highlighting stuff for our followers and everything on Nightcap Knowledge. I'm pretty sure CJ is doing that on Black with No Chaser.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we get into the Olympics, let me do this. We have an announcement coming from Mississippi Move. It's pretty dope, the collaboration that has gone into this. Um, and I'm trying to make this a bit larger so I can read it from over there. So shout out to our brother Sabir. Sabir was instrumental in Mississippi Move, I guess, coordinating a multi-location 1-day voter registration effort in conjunction with the Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center Patient Appreciation Day. Now,
Really?
yes. So if
Okay.
you're from Jackson, or if you're from Mississippi and you know anything about Jackson Hines, this is the groove right here. Like, this is the type of community and collaboration we need, like, all the time. Now,
Yes.
we're talking about 10 locations, I believe, and Mississippi Move, along with One Voice, Southern Poverty Law Center, Women for Progress, We Must Vote, and it looks like and the Jackson NPHC. So some people are taking multiple locations, um, and then others, are getting in where they can fit in. But here's the big deal. The Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center, they've got health education, financial literacy, and a number of other things that will be taking place for Patient Appreciation Day. And then all of these organizations that we named are providing voter registration at all of these locations at the same time. That's
Okay.
August 7th. That's tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So,
Hmm.
like at any urgent care, there's
Hmm.
foot traffic rolling through there.
Hmm. Yes.
Imagine what type of foot traffic that Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center sees at all 10 of their locations on any given day.
That's a good point. That's an excellent point. And so, uh, if you're at any of those facilities or in the area in the proximity of those
Right.
tomorrow, if you have not yet registered to vote, this will
You
be
got
an
the chance.
opportunity to do so. How long did Chuck? And I don't mean to put you on the spot. How much longer do people have to get registered? Uh,
So the last day to register to vote is the first Monday in October. That's the way I like to say it.
in order to be able to vote in this election.
In order to be able to vote on the first Tuesday in November, which
Hmm.
is November 5th,
Hmm.
you need to be registered by postmark, like your voter registration form filled out in an envelope and postmarked by October 7th. If
Okay.
you get it in on October 8th, it's too late. You can vote in a runoff if there is one. For
So
instance,
Okay.
Yeah. So if you postmark by the 4th, the 5th, or the 7th, that's basically that weekend and that Monday. You got to be postmarked by the 7th of October to be eligible to vote on the first Tuesday in November, which is November 5th.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shane calling me out, man. You know, I had to do it. I had to do it. Sugar Shane, man. I had to do it when I had to answer the question. But the best way to go about it, y'all, is to, if you have not registered yet, go ahead and get registered so you don't have to worry about the deadlines.
Yeah. And it's easy to get registered. I mean, if for wherever you are in the world, just search, your state voter registration form.
Yes.
You can download it, you can fill it out, and then you can send it in.
Yes, sir.
And then wait for your card. Now, some places have same day voter registration. Mississippi is not one of those places.
Yeah. So in here where we are located in Mississippi, it's best to go ahead and get it done. It takes about 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah.
To get everything situated, get you situated, and have you registered. So, whether you're a brand new voter, a person who's returning to voting after maybe taking a while off, or not sure if you have, been officially registered in the past, go ahead and knock that thing out, man. It won't hurt you to be sure.
Now, we actually, I hosted the Jackson alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta's inaugural alumni step show this past Saturday.
Okay.
Hey. And the bros won.
Hey, the
bros won the step show. I actually have their step show. I have a video of it. I love to throw that up. Let me see.
Got a little footage of the hot team, dog.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Here's the thing, bro. Oh man, it's still loading. What does that mean?
I don't know, dog.
What? I don't know. If it loads, I'll share it here. But the show, it was all centered around like history and the struggle for community and returning to like a non-violent community. Not saying that you're not going to defend yourself, because the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense was all about defense, and that was the type of energy that the Beta Alpha Hop team put together for their show, and it was a winning show.
Okay.
Absolutely outstanding representation of the fraternity. And Shano, you did the music. hey,
okay.
I hope the camera woman for the Deltas, I hope she caught me on camera, because I told the judge, I was like, look, man, I know I'm biased. I know that I'm biased. Yes. Gil Scott Heron was in the track. Yes.
The revolution will be televised.
Yeah, man, and it was Malcolm, Gil Scott Heron. There are a couple of clips that were speeches, like very powerful speeches, and also the music selection. So Shano, you did your damn thing with the edit for that. And the hops that the bros presented, they had the berets.
Okay.
They had the picket. Matter of fact, I know I've got some.
It say brothers QEP Newton out there.
QEP Newton on that thing, dog. I'm telling you, man. Look, it was fire. It was absolutely fire, and I enjoyed it. And I told the judges, I was like, man, ain't no way you gonna tell me that this ain't the winning show, man. This is a winning show. So yeah, Fred, they had a Fred. Yes. So look, I got a picture. I'm going to show this photo. And I think, man, you will definitely appreciate it. I appreciated it. I can't wait to publish that footage via the Mississippi Greek Weekend page. Here we go, right here. Y'all check this out. Look at that, man.
Okay,
y'all can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not this. This is not a video, but as you can see, like on the ground there, they've got your picket signs that have just been laid down. They raising the Black Power fist. The brothers had the berets. It was definitely a
The militant
historical.
brothers.
Yes, it was a historical presentation as a nod to the fight for freedom,
Yes.
and also the fight for the liberation of our people,
Mm-hmm.
but also it no slight to the young brothers that be doing the dancing hopping.
Yes.
Like much respect to y'all for keeping the Q-Dog tradition alive.
Yes.
But in terms of true Omega spirit and high knee, low back, and moving the stage, this was the groove. This was definitely the groove, man. Look, I was proud. I was like, man, they ain't get out there with the foot sliding and the pirouettes. Ain't nothing wrong with a good spin, but don't make the whole hop a damn spin.
Well, it's hey, be out, bros, and yesterday marked a 1-year anniversary of a very special day in Black history.
Yeah.
Some of us know it as the Montgomery Rebellion. We would call it August Chill Day. You know what I mean? If you want to, Voting Chill Day. You know what I'm saying? And the Bruss was out there too, dog.
Charity is.
Bruss
the old bros is super out there.
Hey, Bruss was out there in full regalia. So you know what I mean? It's been an iconic month so far already, dog. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, man.
That's bananas, dog. BANANAS. That's bananas, man. Seriously. Say, hey, happy belated fade in the water, LaWanda said.
Hey, that is. Don't throw it up there, man.
Fade in the water.
Fade.
That's right.
Fade in the water.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Folks was swimming. Hey, listen. Hey, swimming. Hey, listen. Cinco de Negro. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. Hey, listen. It's been a beautiful black ass month already, man.
And look, and speaking of Black August,
yes, sir.
Man, we've got some really cool stuff popping out from Mississippi Black Pages. We'll be doing National Voter Registration Day.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing a couple of coffee, like Brew the Vote, where we'll be buying coffee for anybody that registers to vote at a Black-owned coffee shop. And we also have some ally coffee shops that will be participating too. So and it'll be all over the state of Mississippi. So we'll have one here on the coast. We've had a couple of tags for some coffee shops in Hattiesburg, and then several in Jackson. So hopefully we'll be able to get all of these folks signed on. And matter of fact, as we're talking about that, I'll drop the link to the Mississippi Black Pages blog.
Yes,
in the comments. And that way folks can get to that quickly, access that information. And also, if you're gonna be here on the coast, we're gonna do a sunset social, like literally sunset. We're gonna be on the beach. We're gonna have really cool music that will DJs will be curating. And then what is Lawrence talking about though?
I don't know.
Looking at everything.
The bros is what?
Look, but yeah, we'll have a really cool sunset social, Jones Park, Gulfport, Mississippi. If you've seen some of the playlist type of situations where there it's a real vibey setting, we'll be channeling that type of energy for the sunset social, and also we'll be able to register you to vote on that day.
Yeah, that's dope, dog. I mean, like, so keep in mind, like Chuck said, it's Black August. In addition to it being Black August, it's also Black Business, National Black Business Month.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of opportunities for us to really, highlight Black excellence and those who are attempting to move the culture forward historically as well as economically right now.
Yeah. So. And shout out to Higher Purpose. We're gonna be releasing a blog about them, but they got some stuff on their website.
Shout out to our peoples.
Yeah, man. They
Tim
what was it
and the
like
team.
$2.2 million?
Yeah, to do some, I think some training work and stuff like that.
Bruh, like get them the claps. Get them
Give it
all the
up,
claps.
give it up for the black peoples, man.
Man,
Shout out,
what? Like
shout.
they get into where the money reside, boy.
Hey, Lord said he just bought a grill from his homeboy DeMarco. Told it why he's supporting black business. I ain't mad at it, dog. I ain't mad at it, dog. I ain't mad at it.
Hey, look, CJ, I don't know if you know anything about DeMarco.
I do not know nothing about DeMarco.
All right, let me break something down for you. Buddy, DeMarco know how to make a grill.
DeMarco can make shit out of grill.
Team, Q, dog. Hey, buddy, I'm telling you that
if there's anything like them grills that Lars be having, then you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
Every grill that Lars has is a DeMarco grill. It's a DG. You put the stamp on it. There you
DeMarco,
go.
put them. It's time, man. Hey, let us highlight your black owned business, man.
Shout out to the University of Barbecue. If you're looking for some barbecue content and you're looking for some recipes, you can definitely check out the University of Barbecue on YouTube and TikTok. So
Yes,
you know
sir.
you need your little lamb chop recipe or a burger recipe, any of those things, man. Like just go check the brother out. Like seriously,
What's
that's brother
going on, man? Yes, sir. I mean, I put that out there so we can share that.
Yeah, I'm about to yeah. Throw it in the link or in the comments, Lars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, black owned business, man. And right now, speaking of other black excellence, you were talking to me about the Olympics earlier, asking,
that's right.
Have we been tapping into the Olympics? And absolutely, man. I've been locked in since really day one. I watched the whole damn opening ceremony of the Olympics, man.
I ain't watched the opening ceremony. I've been going back and doing the recap.
It's been fun, man. It was fun to see Coco Golf and LeBron, leading Team USA. To with the torch as the torch bearers for the US and everything, man. But it's been a fun 2 weeks, man. We can start with Simone Biles and really all of the black girls. Rebecca from Brazil, killing it. Simone Biles killing it. Jordan Childs killing it. And I low key, I think Sunni might be our cousin, low key. So Sunny,
yeah.
I think that might be our cousin, low key, dog. but yeah, man. Did you see where they kind of like did Simone Biles kind of wrong the other day in the gymnastics in the vault? Did you see that?
I didn't. I saw a hold up. The vault is the one where you run and then you jump and then you
not on the vault, but on the balance beam. I'm saying
balance beam. Okay,
yeah,
all right,
they did it wrong on the balance beam.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So one of the requirements they say when you're on the beam, one of the elements that you have to do when you finish your performance is you have to salute the judges, and they salute by holding their hands up towards the judge. I guess it's like taking a bow. And it turns out it seems that they deducted a point from Simone. So Simone didn't even place on vault. I mean on balance beam. And Simone Biles not placing on one of any other on vault. I mean on balance beam is a significant thing because she's got elements that are named after her on the vault.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That other people can't even do. And so that she didn't place is significant. But what she did was in her floor routine, since they did that, I mean, first of all, she killed her floor routine. She wound up finishing in second, but Rebecca from Brazil is a dynamic competitor in her own right, somebody who deserved to be celebrated for her own excellence. But when Simone ended that one, bro, she held her hands up and saluted until she walked off the stage. I'm talking about she walked out after she
hands up
the whole time, walking out, turn toward everybody, dog. It was the funniest, most clever little protest that I ever seen, dog. in
Hold
the
on now.
Olympics,
I'm
man.
gonna have to look that up so I
Yeah,
can
you
see
got to
that.
see that, man. And it was an all black podium, as Laura said, when it came to the floor. The all black podium included uh Rebecca in first place from Brazil, Simone in second place, and Jordan Childs in third place. So if you see that picture, there's a picture of
I
them.
did. I saw the
They
picture and
taking a
they
they
were,
taking a bow to
yeah,
Rebecca. And it's
yeah,
dope because off the floor, like they all friends, and Rebecca can't even speak English, but the respect that these young ladies have from one another is very clear. Like they've been spending time and celebrating off the floor together, and so it is dope to see that type of greatness and to see how far black women in gymnastics have come. I would say that for a lot of them, probably Dominique Dawes was a lot of their inspiration. Dominique Dawes and the other young sister that was either on that 92 team or that 96 team. The 96 team was in Atlanta, and they
yeah.
were, man, they was the truth. And then you got Gabby. But today we had
Nah, that's the wrong one.
I want to say Sha'Carri. She wound up finishing in second place to
Now,
Julianne.
Gabby Douglas, that's who you just talk about?
No,
Oh,
I was saying Gabby had been in the Olympics prior to now, and she
yeah,
was one of the inspirations.
yeah, 12.
But
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I'm with you
but
now.
in the
All right,
in the 100 meter, in the 100 meters for the women,
right.
uh, Sha'Carri wound up finishing in second place to Julianne
From St. Lucia.
from St. Lucia, who
Yeah,
she won their first ever gold medal. Like
yeah.
they had not had
Ever
one.
in life.
Yeah, ever in history. So I mean, like that's exciting for them. You know what I mean? Shakira would get other opportunities to win gold medals in the relay races, the women's relay race.
Right.
So she will have opportunities to win that. And then in the 200 meters today for the women, Gabby Thomas from the U.S. took the gold home, and she took the gold home beating Julianne, who finished in second.
Yeah.
And I mean, bruh, she was, to be honest, it was very interesting to see. She was stride for stride with Julianne in the first 100 meters.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
she hit that corner, she
Pew.
hit that corner. She was up. She was
Bang
up,
zoom
dog.
pow.
You know what I'm saying? She was up like it was Taco Tuesday, dog.
Going up on a Tuesday.
On a
Nah,
Tuesday.
not Taco Tuesday, Twitter Tuesday, baby.
Hey, Twitter Tuesday. You remember that? She was up, dog. I'm talking about, man. It was beautiful to see. And of course, with the men in the 100 meters, Noah Lyles,
Yeah. Yeah.
who very outspoken, very confident young man.
But boy, he was like, I told you, America, I got this.
He won by 5 thousandths, I think, of a second.
Now look, here's an interesting stat. Silas, DJ Nasty Show, he sent a photo to us, to our DJ group.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Carl, I'm gonna read this because I thought that it was absolutely insane of the amount of, like, the small margin between first place in 1988 was Carl Lewis, right?
Yes.
His time was 9.92.
Uh-huh.
Last place in 2024, Jamaica's Oblique Seville, 9.91.
Really? So it was that tight. Because I'm talking about
the last place is
yeah,
faster
all them
than the first place from 88.
Really? I mean, all them boys was up on that line today, dog.
At the same time.
All them boys was up on that line. I mean, everybody. And when you think about, like, the way that Usain Bolt will run away from the entire pack, it is crazy to see, that many men run sub 10.
Sub 10.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 100 meter dashes. Like, it's like that's an insane speed. Shane said he don't know if Shakira gonna be able to get back. I think she will, and she'll get back. She young, And
I
so
think
should
she'll
get one
definitely
more.
get back, man.
Yeah, one more Olympics. You know what I'm saying? At least.
Bruh, she's definitely got
Be in
one
her
more.
prime, to be in her prime. And
there's some people out there that are in the equestrian arena. They're competing Olympians at 59. It was a lady I was watching. She became a grandmama, and she out there riding a horse in the Olympics.
I was gonna say they riding horses though. You know, the horse is the athlete. The horse really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Riding a horse is not no, that's unathletic thing.
That's true. Core strength got to be off the chain, dog.
Come on.
Leg strength got to be with it. You know what I'm saying? So let me not poo-poo it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't hate on no woman for being able to ride.
Hey man, I could never do that. I could never ever do that. Hey, give her a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? Give her a round of yes, sirski. And what about Team USA basketball? Have you been watching that at all?
Bro, absolutely not.
No? Oh, you tricked me, dog. You tricked me. I thought you was gonna be like, absolutely, nigga. I've been seeing LeBron. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's been fun. It's not like watching the dream team of old.
Yeah.
To watch, but it's still fun to watch players that you will never get the chance really to watch play together. Like to see LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, all on the same floor at the same time. It's cool to see. And I will say that in a lot of ways, Anthony Edwards, who's a young player for the Minnesota Timberwolves, has been one of the more exciting players to watch on the court when this has been going on. And I will say he brings energy to both sides of the basketball.
Yeah.
Like Puerto Rico was actually hanging with USA.
I saw that in the recap.
Like 2 quarters. Like for at least 2.5 quarters before Anthony Edwards got put in the game.
And then he changed the vibe.
They changed the whole feel of the game. He started applying pressure in the backcourt.
Yeah,
and things like that. So I think it's like the quarterfinals now. I don't know when the game is, but I've been trying to, scout when the next game is because I'm looking forward to seeing them battle in these last few days, man. And
I'll tell you what I've been watching though.
What you been watching?
I've been watching them boys shoot archery.
You've been watching the archers, dog.
I've been watching the archers, man.
Have you been seeing the boys that be shooting the little on the pew pew with the one hand?
I saw them too.
One hand the pew pews, dog. I ain't never look.
My boy, he like this.
Dog.
Then they had a little paper, the paper over their one eye.
Dog, did you see the French judo team?
I didn't see the French judo team.
All black men, dog. All black male judo team.
Look, that sounds about right.
They won. They won the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Slanging motherfuckers around, dog. All with you. Grabbing people, taking them to the grass, dog. What you talking about?
Now, I think was it Puerto Rico's the wrestler that won gold? Did you see him? And then he left his shoe. I think it may have been Dominican Republic. Hold on, let me look it up. But he left his shoes. Like he took his shoes on. He took his shoes off on the mat, and that
it ain't all black, but it's mostly black.
Yeah. But I thought that was a very befitting exit to a career, like an Olympic career, where you have this person that he wins gold, takes his shoes off on the mat, and I'm done. Like I'm a 3-time Olympian.
What?
Yes.
So it's the mixed judo team. It was men and women. So I counted a little bit, but it was I'm gonna send the link to it so you can see it. Okay. It was a black men and women. So I guess they were the defending champions. I don't know. But they beat Japan, dog. Like in judo.
Judo. That's where does judo come from?
I'm definitely I'm imagining that it originated in Japan. so it's like beating America in basketball.
Yeah.
Like it's impressive. Like if you could show I had a picture of him. I don't know if I can share a picture, an actual
Yeah, you can
photo.
share it. You can
But
share
there's a
it like
photo.
from your screen.
Okay, yeah. There's a photo of them.
Here he is.
Boom.
He's Cuban. I had it all wrong.
You see
Cuban
that? Can you see that?
Greco-Roman wrestler. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go to your let's see. Oh yeah. I see it. I see all of
Boom.
you. Oh yeah. So that's the France
Yeah,
judo team.
yeah. They won the gold medal, man. It was and there's another picture of them somewhere like all together, but I don't know. It's all on their page, so I don't want to
Man,
scroll too
shout
hard.
out to the French, bro. Like,
Yeah, yeah. They've been doing their thing, man. It's dope to see that, man. A beautiful black group of people, beating ass and taking names on this good holiday. You know what I'm saying? Negro de Mayo.
Negro de Mayo.
That was yesterday though. It happened yesterday though.
Yeah.
It happened on Negro de Mayo.
And so Doc, what is the name for the French people of African descent? In like Franco something?
Francophile, you talking about? Well, Francophone,
Something like that.
lay never mind. I was gonna say Les Negros, bro.
I guess it maybe just Afro French or something like that.
Les Brun.
Okay.
Yeah, Les Brun. I don't know, dog.
Yeah, look, Augustine. What? Oh my God, bro's clowning tonight. And shout out to my big brother in the comments too, man. Shout out, that's my big brother
Reginald. And shout out Reg, man. He said he was been enjoying Snoop's commentary. Have you been listening to Snoop?
Bro, I ain't caught none of Snoop because I don't
Snoop
even.
Is hilarious, man.
How? So where is he being broadcasted?
Peacock.
Okay,
bro. Snoop is hilarious, but I
caught a couple clips.
Yeah, but I seen Snoop commentate the Olympics and World Cups and even some boxing matches in the past, bro. And it is
I've heard him call baseball.
I mean, and he knows the subject matter, but
yeah,
he definitely gives you the unique Snoop perspective. He'd be like,
truly Snoop.
Cut, cut and caught out. You know what I'm saying? Like, cover up.
Hold on. This is what we gonna do. We gonna pull up some Snoop Olympic commentary right quick. Yeah, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah, Snoop is hilarious, bro.
Man, the rumor says that he's making $500K a day at Paris Olympics.
Ooh, man,
talk about getting to where the money resides.
He's gonna eat good, smoke good.
Ooh, golly.
Yeah,
Snoop Dogg and Lester Holt 1-on-1 at the Paris Olympics. Snoop Dogg freestyles to horse trot. Let's go for that one. Let's do that. Let's definitely do that.
And once we finish with Snoop, we're gonna pivot over to some things that's going on back here in America.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been happening.
All right. Let's share Snoop Dogg. Here we go. What an ad. Okay, here we go.
With Snoop's play-by-plays across different events, and why not? Over the weekend, he teamed up with his bestie Martha Stewart to let
with their head,
which happened to feature a horse. Can you get this? I mean, perfectly named. The horse is called Gin and Juice.
I went right on that.
My boy said, it's that sidewalk, Martha.
That Dub C getting a shout out on the Olympics, man.
Oh no.
What a time to be alive. They talking about sea walking on the Olympics.
Now look, check this out right here before we pivot. And I think this is a good segue. But they ain't paying the Olympians anything near that $500K.
Yes, sir. I think they make $37,000 for their participation or something like that.
That's $10,000 more than I made at Tugu when that was my first job there.
Okay. My buttons got curse words on them, so I ain't gonna do that on Nightcap Knowledge. That'll be Nightcap.
What you mean? What you really mean?
And you know this, man.
Get up in your ass.
Oh, I'm gonna do that anyway. I'm gonna do that anyway because that's how
So
I
that's
am.
just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, dog, man. So obviously, bro, election season is heating up.
Yeah. Election season is here. Vice President Harris has, as of today, selected a running mate.
Mm-hmm. What's his
you've
name?
had,
What's his name?
Tim Walz. He's a governor of Minnesota.
From the window to the walls.
There you go. From the window to the walls.
Yeah, man.
I think it's WALZ.
Okay, yeah, WALZ.
Yeah,
the current Minnesota governor.
That is correct.
Sitting
Minnesota governor.
Which is significant, bro. It's significant from a lot of angles because they were, there was a long debate about who she would select.
Right.
And Tim Walz, by all accounts, is considered one of the more progressive candidates.
They'd have painted. I mean,
the most progressive of all of the ones that were available to her.
Yes, and some of the folks that they identify as right wing conservative Republicans.
Yeah,
they didn't call him a liberal fuck before.
Yeah. And so to just give you a sense of who this guy is, understand that this governor was the governor during the whole entire George Floyd situation. He has implemented policy that is considered some of the most progressive policy around policing in the country. Minnesota has some of the most progressive policy, and he implemented this without resistance and is much more progressive than probably the current federal policies that exist around policing. And so he actually implemented policy with teeth, and this was leveraged
like real live teeth,
right? After meeting with families of people like George Floyd and hearing the demands of the community and responding to those demands. In addition to that, he has made I think that they decriminalized marijuana in his state under his executive order, I believe. And in addition to that, they feed all public school students for free in his state. If you go to public school, and I think maybe charter schools, kids eat free there, which is a significant, that's significant legislation when you're talking about progressive type of policy.
All Minnesota schools are Applebee's.
Yeah.
Kids eat free. That's what it's saying.
Hey, listen. Boy, you wild. But that's a big deal, dog. Like when you start thinking about these things, obviously, some of the conservatives are attempting to begin to paint him with a certain narrative. Some of the things they're starting to say quickly is, oh, he's going to take your guns. Well, there's been photographs of him hunting, and he like, no, I'm not trying to take anybody's gun. But
the average person from the Midwest, average person from the Midwest is probably going to have, at the very least, a 30-06 and a 12-gauge shotgun.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe a 30-30.
Right. So and so
they don't hunt deer,
and that's who he's going to be appealing to. He's going to be appealing to the unions, the laborers, the Midwestern farmer.
Right. He's also military, former military, retired. Right.
High ranking military, I believe, and a former school teacher, a former educator.
Hey, bro. I mean, I feel like, and I want to give this brother a shout out. Gary Chambers Jr. gave a good breakdown of why the Harris campaign made a solid pick with Governor Tim Walz.
Yeah.
And
you got that?
He's an old white man.
Yeah. And I mean, like, somebody needs to see, the people who want to see that will get to see that. And I think, and this is the other thing, there's a lot of progressives. Obviously, we're progressive, but there are a lot of people who, are left of what some of the Democratic policies are, who are in appreciation of, like, okay, We feel
Rightfully
like
so.
it's something we
Yeah.
can work with. We believe that this is a person who will at the very least listen in a way that we can organize, leverage, and educate people around the
Listen,
issues.
but also put action behind the policy that he
Mhm.
proposes.
Right. And that's the thing I think that is so critical for us to understand, because a lot of people are really reactionary when it comes to presidential elections in particular.
Right.
They feel very passionate about not liking a candidate because, oh, well, it's two sides of the same bird, two wings on the same bird is what they say, or something like that. But like, look, it's a significant difference between fascism and moderate politics.
Mhm.
And the reality is if we are progressive, we are trying to get up this hill, right?
Right.
We're not going to get up the hill faster by taking steps back down the hill towards fascism. We're
Yeah.
gonna, I mean, like, staying in the holding the rock and holding the boulder, trying to push it up and dealing with a moderate, it becomes at least more realistic that you get there a little bit sooner than you can with dealing with going all the way back, which
Yeah.
is so there is a significant difference. And I think that it's important for us not to have that false equivalency. One, but in addition to not having a false equivalency, it's really important, Chuck, for us to have an idea around what the policies are that we want. What are
Yeah.
the things you want? So that you can then begin to demand those things, and articulate those things, and organize with like-minded people who want those things.
Now, I agree 100%. But we have to have it. It doesn't start at the federal level.
Right. You got to already be working on it.
Yeah, the policies have to be bubbling up, and I think that's the thing that a lot of people who are unfamiliar with politics and government and legislation, policies or legislation has to begin at a local level, and then things inch their way up to the federal level. So if something's working, and then we can say, here's an example of what we did in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now,
Having
hey,
a template to go by.
hey, Alabama, hey, Louisiana, hey, Georgia, Tennessee, whomever, like, hey, y'all take a look at this.
Create model policy.
There you go.
Create model policy by organizing people around the issues that matter to you, and then leverage those people who are interested in those things that you have gathered
Right.
around that thing from state to state to state. And now you leverage it together and say, hey, presidential candidate, hey, federal representative candidate,
Right.
this is the things that we want.
Yes.
When we come to the table, this is how we're coming.
And we're now, because we're operating in these 2 and 4 year cycles.
Yes.
Not only are we operating locally, we're now going to go to these different convenings,
Mm-hmm.
whether they be party conventions,
Mm-hmm.
or whether they be these legislative convenings where different pockets of people get together and say, these are some of the things that we're going to champion or suggest that be brought to the floor.
Yes.
In these next local legislative sessions.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in those places and spaces and flexing our political prowess,
Mm-hmm.
then we begin to reshape how these midterm elections look for the folks that are representing us at the federal level too.
Right. Chuck, if you'll let me, I want to talk to people really quickly about the power of numbers and influence.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead. Run it.
In 2020, when Black Window Chaser was beginning to grow as a brand that was reaching millions of people a month, one of the things that we did when a certain pharmaceutical company was racially profiling people was we directly called them out and demanded a meeting with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Fortune 5 company. If you are going to the pharmacy in America, you probably been to this pharmacy or know somebody that has been to this pharmacy.
Yeah, I remember that. I know exactly what you're talking about.
We met with them on multiple occasions to challenge them on the policies that they had that existed. And they were willing to meet with us because we had built up a influence, a following, and a reach that allowed us to leverage our voices in a manner that made them say, okay, we're going to listen. We're going to talk to you. And we talked with them on multiple occasions to build out the framework for something to address some of the issues that they were having. The same was true when a large social media company, we were experiencing, a lot of Black influencers were experiencing issues. We demanded a sit down with this large social media company, and we met with them directly. And when we met with them, we had outlined the issues that we saw that existed and ways
And
that
also
we wanted to
had
see it
evidence of that.
show evidence of it, still got evidence of it.
Right.
And how we wanted it to be addressed. Like, and the reason that in a lot of ways we were able to do that were because of the work that we had done previously, the data that we had gathered, the people that we had behind us that were willing to speak up and stand with us, and the way that we organized and built up our cachet. And the reason that I say that, the reason that I'm sharing that is because I believe the same is true and can be true today, even in the example that you just provided. It ain't always got to be a large number of people.
No.
But they need to be loud and they need to be right about what they're talking about.
Right.
Loud and right.
Loud and right.
It doesn't, I'm gonna be real with you, like, and I don't mean this in a dismissive way, but it doesn't mean anything to just dislike a candidate at this point. Like, if you don't like a candidate, like, it's like, okay, well, what is going to be your alternative to disliking a candidate? What rather than telling me why you dislike this candidate, tell me what you would like to see in a candidate. What are the policies? What would be the strengths? What would be the platform that you would want to see existing? And if it doesn't exist, how can you make it exist?
Right.
And then how can you get other people to rally around that platform existing? Like, hey man, hey dog, you know what I'm saying, man? I went to my 10 o'clock classes. I ain't 8 o'clock. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, between Dr. Wood, Dr. Odemotis, you know what I'm saying?
Scholarly.
You feel me? Dr. Willingham and them, Dr. Sistrum, dog, you know, they gave us some of them words now.
Man, so but you're making a great point. One of the things that I find when speaking, or at the very least, let me say this, listening to people provide social commentary as it relates to the candidate that they don't like.
Yeah.
Particularly Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States.
Right.
Most of the Negro population that has expressed their opinion of her via social media, the only person that I can say that I've agreed with or saw where they were coming from or understood where they were coming from was Amanda Seales.
Yes.
The majority of everybody else.
Yes. Because
I'm like, y'all didn't even look at the numbers.
Dog, here's the thing. If you're going to critique someone, critique them on the issues, critique them on the things that are going to matter, what we call substance. Don't critique nobody on the identity stuff, the identity politics stuff, because that doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like first and foremost, Kamala Harris is a Black woman. Okay. Like, it's ridiculous to attempt to argue otherwise. Like, she is a Black woman. But even if you wanted to argue otherwise,
right,
what policy do you want? And can this person give you the policies that you want?
Right.
And if they can't,
or do they have examples of policy that they champion and you're like, okay, well, I can rock with this.
Yeah. And if they don't, can you organize a group of people to help leverage it so that it moves more towards the type of policy that you want with this candidate? And if not, is there another candidate that exists that you could do that with? And how do you make that exist if it doesn't?
Right.
Because that's not going to happen in one election cycle. Like, that's something that got to be built over time if that's the way that you want to go about it. Like if you're trying to build an infrastructure to address that.
That's the grand point right there. Like that's the crux of the matter. Like that's the whole kit and caboodle. That's all of it. I believe specifically in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what things were like prior to 1999 in terms of the political pipeline of talent for people that had the best interests of Black Mississippians at heart.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure that it was not a large pipeline.
Yes.
All right. The point that I'm attempting to make is that it still looks
Similar. So what you're saying is the infrastructure has to be there. Like you got to do the work. You got to do the work that you want to see in 2032 right now.
Right now.
Like the work you want to see.
And also we got to stop. We got to stop looking at congressionals only. Let me make sure I say this the right way.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop just looking at the presidential election, the congressional seats for representative and the Senate seats. Mm-hmm. We've got to start looking more. I'm talking about straight up like uber local. Like we got to be in county commissioner seats, county supervisor seats. We've got to be looking at like school board, the circuit clerk offices,
city council.
Yeah, we those are the places that we need to be. And then when we make sure that like what we've been doing with Black with No Chaser, like we've been building constituency. Mm-hmm. Like there are people that identify as Black with No Chaser, right? Mm-hmm. They want to be able to walk into space and feel welcome and also be able to say, well, you know, I believe this in this way, and they know that the people in the room may agree or disagree, but they're not going to disrespect their humanity just based off of a disagreement.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what we've been creating.
Building community, building identity, understanding what it is that are your principles. Your principles can't come in the 11th hour. They have to already be there. They have to be your ethos. They have to be, this is our creed. This is what we live by. This is how we exist. And these are the things that we want to see. And if you cannot articulate those things, for one, you don't want to start trying to articulate those things 5 months out from the election. You want to begin to articulate those things last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, so that by the time it's time for you to step in front of the person or the candidate, they already know who you are and what you stand for. And when it's time to have a conversation with them, they understand what it means to be having a conversation with you and why it's significant when you say, this is what we want. And that's the reason that when the governor of Walz, the governor of Minnesota, when he met with them in Minnesota around their policy, he was ready to move already because they had been moving years before that.
Right.
They weren't coming to the table without understanding what it was they wanted. And so they laid it out for him. And the things that he was willing to meet them on, he met them on. And the
preliminary work had already been done. The groundwork,
infrastructure. And so that's the thing that all of us have to understand, man. Like you can't be mad at the options that you're given. And I'm not saying it's the lesser of two evils. I'm saying one is a shotgun and one is a hamburger. One might be fast food. They both might kill you. One gonna kill you a little slower than the other, but that don't mean they the same thing.
Yeah.
Eating one hamburger shouldn't do you dirty.
Y'all done ate a whole bunch of hamburgers before, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And so
we know y'all want to switch to the bean burger and the turkey burger,
but you got to bring your ingredients. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
want that at your barbecue,
if you want vegan, you know what I'm saying? You got to say, hey, look, we brought the ingredients right here. Boom! All you got to do, chef, is cook it up for me. But I done brought the ingredients to you.
I done came to the University of Barbecue and I want me a bean burger and I brought everything I need right here.
Yeah, I hope that analogy makes sense. That doesn't mean that you got to have all the resources. Like it doesn't mean that, but it does mean that you got to know what comes in the burger you want, so that you can tell them like, this is how I like my burger, man. This how I like my burger. If you want me to come to your party, you gonna need me to have. I'm gonna need you to have some vegan burgers there.
Duh. Well, look, shout out to all the Tougaloo alums, and this is a shameless plug for October. October is coming. It's Black August, but October will be here.
It's right
Homecoming
around the way.
season. Homecoming season is quickly approaching, and we will be at Tougaloo College October 11, 12, and 13. I think I got the days right. I think I got that right. Yeah, but look, that is funny. Lord, folk be walking up. You ain't got no vegetarian.
Like, and Laura's like, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm cooking meat because I'm cooking brisket. I've been on this brisket for 12 hours. So you know, on a low and slow smoke. And so
that's funny, man. That
so
is
the
funny.
thing is, but the thing is like you cannot be mad at people for implementing policy that are based on their principles.
Right.
But if you want them to see alignment with you,
right, you
gotta bring it, you gotta have it and bring it to the table and say, look, these are like, I ain't got the resources to make my hamburger. I ain't got the resources to make my vegan burger, but these are the ingredients that are needed to make the vegan burger.
What I need.
Can you help us, one, get the resources
to
make vegan burgers, or can you start making vegan burgers so that when we get to the tailgate, we know we're gonna be eating too.
Right. That's right, man. Look, I think that's one of the coolest definitions or analogies for politics, that especially from the policy and legislation standpoint. It's like it's all a barbecue, and you got to bring what you want to eat when everybody's getting together. So if you want things to be a certain way, you want certain things to be a part of this buffet, then you got to bring your flavor to it, man. But just don't put no raisins in potato salad.
Yes, sir, Ski. And if you don't come, then you sure ain't eating.
If you don't bring nothing, ain't eating.
You don't eat. You don't eat if you don't bring that.
Bring napkins, bring ketchup.
Hey, so what that mean? Hey, make sure you on that list, dog. Make sure you get registered.
There you go.
Are able to utilize your voice for real. Like, this ain't. To be honest with you, none of them are ones to sit off. I certainly understand why people. I would say that people who hold tight to their vote do so because they value their vote and they want people to earn their vote. I think that's a fair thing to do. You got to give candidates an opportunity to earn your vote as well.
Yeah.
And the way to do that is by knowing what your principles are, knowing what you want, and being able to say what it is you want, rather than saying who you don't like, even though you don't understand why you don't like them.
Yeah. And come to the situation educated with, on the decisions that a particular elected official has made in the past. Come to the conversation with information regarding, why you believe what you believe.
Yes, sir. Don't listen to what Craig said, dog.
Right.
Find out for yourself. Like, I mean, because a lot of misinformation gets passed around a lot, bro. And a lot of that gets relied upon and repeated without anybody. You could tell when somebody ain't really checked the facts out for themselves.
Right.
They'll just say some loud and wrong stuff. So don't be loud and wrong. If you're gonna be loud, at least be right.
Man, if you're gonna be loud, man. And don't lead nobody else down the wrong path with you just because you loud. You got a big old boom box. Because that's where we are right now. Like the loudest radio is gospel. Like,
man,
whoever got the biggest boom box.
Yes, sir.
And that's propaganda. It's propaganda.
Yeah. Like, so let's be tight with our stuff, man. Let's do the knowledge.
Let's do the knowledge. Look, so we need to do a couple of announcements. The SPLC, they've got the Road to 60 Organizing and Training Summit. That's August 15th, 16th, 17th. They've got a really cool event that I'll be DJing. The Fashion is Freedom Showcase. That will be that Friday in Jackson, Mississippi at the Jackson Convention Complex. And of course, we definitely want to remind you about the voter registration opportunities that are happening tomorrow at the Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center. All 10 locations. So just look up Jackson Hines Comprehensive Health Center. We've got multiple organizations that will be on the ground from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So please take this opportunity to register to vote and also get plugged into community organizations that have real information, not misinformation, real information. And we definitely want to implore that you subscribe to Black with No Chaser TV and like us on all of our social media platforms. Make sure you subscribe to Nightcap Knowledge. And we want to wish Mac a speedy recovery. He's under the weather tonight. So hopefully he'll be back next week. It will be episode 200.
That's crazy, man. I mean, y'all been going hard 4 years straight.
200 episodes, man. 200 episodes.
Man. Every Tuesday showing up, bro.
Showing up and
showing out, man. And like you can see the growth and the traction. And as our channels continue to grow, you can see how people are starting to respond to it too. Shout out Coach Sanders.
Uncle Earl.
Appreciate you, Coach. And appreciate all of y'all that tuned in and tapped in with us tonight. Lars, Shano. Saw a lot of good friends as well, man. If you haven't had the opportunity to share it yet, I know Chuck been chopping up these clips, so hopefully we can, we pull a couple gems from this. And
most definitely, man. And at the end of the day, man, we definitely want people to get to where the money resides, but we also want to make sure that they are more informed. We want to put something on your head before you go to bed. We want to give you things to go and research and talk about and get to the action in your community, man.
Yes, sir.
Get to the action. Like, don't sit on the sidelines. Get to it. Let's get some money too.
Hey.
Wait.
Make sure you head over to Affirmations for Me. Grab a copy of Affirmations for Me and get the section for your home computers. Your monitoring available from yourebs.biz. We'll see you next week for another episode of Nightcap Knowledge. CJ, I appreciate you tapping in with me.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having me, doggy.
Tunica, we on the way, Jackson. I'll see you Thursday. We got some ways to do. Peace out, y'all.